Good morning, happy Friday, the last day of term. You have made it, we have made it, and final push for today, really work your hardest. Okay, even Olaf is celebrating that it is Friday. Okay, so your skill today is to use thousandths as decimals, and today is the 12th of February. Finally, it's the 12th. Do you remember a couple of weeks ago I said it was the 12th and it wasn't? It is today. Okay, so your arithmetic is here. You have got 10 times tables. You've got a silver challenge, which is subtraction with the answer at the front, and a gold challenge, which is dividing by 5. So good luck with that. Pause the video and come back when you're ready. Okay, so here we are. Here are your answers. Double check those, make sure you've got them all correct. Okay, let's recap from yesterday. Represent this number as a decimal. So you can use the place value grid to help you. Okay, you don't need to write them down. You can just think about what the answer would be. If you want to write them in your books, then you can do that as well. Okay, so what would this number be as a decimal? How many ones have we got? We've got 3 ones, 5 tenths, 3 hundredths, and 2 thousandths. So it's 3.532. What about this one? Okay, so we've got 4 ones, 6 tenths, 0 hundredths, and 2 thousandths. So it's 4.602. And then we've got 3, so this is a mixed number, we've got 3 and 34 thousandths. Okay, this one's a little bit more difficult. Okay, so we have got 3 ones, 0 tenths, 3 hundredths, and 4 thousandths. Well done if you managed those. Now, in your books, you need to write down these 3 decimals and convert them to thousandths. Okay, see if you can remember from yesterday's work. So write 0.602 and then you can just put equals and then the number over 1,000. So how many thousandths is 0.602? Pause the video and I will give you the answers when you come back. Okay, so 0.602 as a fraction is 602 thousandths. 0.098 over 1,000 is 98 thousandths because we've got no tenth, so it's 0.098. And then we've got 0.007 is 7 thousandths. Okay, so good job if you got those. Okay, let's have a game of true or false. True or false? 1.073 has 1 whole, 7 tenths, and 3 hundredths. True or false? Okay, if you need to, pause the video. Okay, you can write the numbers down to see if it's true or false, if it helps you. Have a think carefully. Okay, so this one is actually false. 1.073 has 1 whole, 7 hundredths, and 3 thousandths. It hasn't got any tenths. Okay, so up here it says 7 tenths. No, it's got 7 hundredths. Okay, next one. 0.628 has 6 hundredths, 2 tenths, and 8 ones. True or false? Okay, this one is false. Did that trick you? Because it's 100, tens and ones, but that's not the order, is it? Okay, we've got tenths, hundredths, thousandths. So 6 tenths, 2 hundredths, 8 thousandths. Okay, true or false? 4.186 has 4 ones, 1 tenth, 8 hundredths, and 6 thousandths. Okay, that one is true. Brilliant. Look closely at this number line. number is the arrow pointing to? What can you do to work this out? What do we already know? Well, we know that we've got 2.01, then there's a gap, then we've got 2.03, then there's a gap, then we've got 2.05. Does that help you in finding this number here? Okay, of course, pause the video if you need to. That number is 2.07. Okay, we can see that every other line is going up in 2, which means, what's this one? Okay, so if we know that this is 2.01, this must be 2.02, 2.03, 2.04. What does that make the blue arrow? Okay, so the blue arrow is 2.035. Because if this one here is 2.04 and this is 2.03, we can either count 2.031, 032, 033, 034, 2.035, or we know that 0.355 is halfway between. Okay, well done if you got that. Now represent these numbers as mixed numbers. So what would 2.035 be as a mixed number? So remember, a mixed number is a whole number with a fraction. So what would our whole number be? Okay, well we can see that we've got 2 ones. So we've got 2 wholes, and we've then got 0.035, which is 35 thousandths. So 2.035 is 2 and 35 thousandths as a mixed number. What about this one? We've got 2.07. What could that be as a mixed number? How many wholes have we got? Well, we know we've got 2 wholes because we've got 2 ones. So 2 point, then we've got 0.7. So does that mean we're going to have 7 thousandths? Okay, it's, remember that if it's 0.07, it's actually the same as 0.070. Okay, so it's 70 thousandths. If it was 2 and 7 thousandths, it would be 2.007. Okay, so it's where that place value knowledge really comes into play. Okay, good job. So, on the resources, now you don't have to print this, okay? It would make life so much easier if you can. If you can't, you can draw it. When you're drawing, you just need to make sure you're being very accurate. Like, in fact, you don't even need to draw it. If you're at home and you haven't got a printer or you can't print it, don't draw it. You can just write the numbers, okay? So you can put arrow number 1 equals arrow number 2 equals arrow number 3 equals. Okay, but by all means, if you can print it, then excellent. What you need to do, you need to write each of the numbers. So where the arrow is pointing to, you need to write the number as a decimal and then also write the number as a mixed number. As an additional challenge, can you add 2.015 onto the number line as a decimal and a mixed number? Okay, so you can draw the arrow for that and then write the mixed number as the decimal's already there. Okay, so pause the video whilst you do that. Think really carefully about these answers. Okay, if you're at home and you want to rewind to have another look, then that's fine. Okay, it's the same number line. The arrows are in different places. Okay, good luck. Come back when you're ready. The answers for this one aren't on the video. They're on the resources under answers. Okay, so it's nice and easy for you to find. I've just realised I said that word beginning with E then, didn't I? If you're in the bubble. Luckily I'm not in today in the bubble, because otherwise... so I'll just tell you quickly, in the bubble now, every time I'm going to say them really quickly because I can't be penalised, but every time I say the word easy or tricky, I have to do a tally on the board to see how many times I say it. And yesterday I only said it once, and I didn't even say it in the video. I said it once in the classroom. So I think I won yesterday, really. But I've just said it once on the video, and then one more time for each word when I was explaining it. But anyway, I'm getting better. So let's learn. Jackson is thinking of a number. It has 9 ones. It has 4 tenths and 7 hundredths. It has an unknown amount of thousandths. Write down 5 possibilities that Jackson's number could be. Okay, so pause the video, have a think, have a discussion if you're in the bubble about what the numbers could be. Okay, and come back for the answers when you're ready, and I will show you. Okay, so we know the number has 9 ones. We also know it has 4 tenths and 7 hundredths. What we don't know is the amount of thousandths. Write down 5 possibilities that Jackson's number could be. Now, this number that you include for your thousandths can be any number from 0 to 9, from 0 to 9. Okay, it could be 9.471. It could be 9.475. It could be 9.479. Okay, so any number from 0 to 9 would go into that box, and that would be a right answer. Okay, have a go at this one. Josh is thinking of a number. It has 0 ones. It has 3 tenths and 7 thousandths. It has an odd amount of hundredths. How many possible answers could Josh have? You don't need to write these ones down, guys, okay? You can just talk about them because you've got some to do independently. Okay, so we know that we've got 0 ones. We also know it's got 3 tenths and 7 thousandths. We don't know how many hundredths it's got, but we do know it's got an odd amount. How many possible answers could Josh have? Well, we know that it can have 0.317 because 1 is an odd number, 0.337, 0.337, 0.357, 0.377 and 0.397 because they are odd numbers. Okay, so you have got an independent practice now. So you can either print these out and stick them in, or write the questions out. Okay, please write the answers as a decimal and a fraction or a mixed number, depending what it asks for. And use your blue pen for any reasoning. Okay, I'm not sure I've actually put any reasoning questions in the end because I changed my mind, because you're going to do something in a minute instead. Okay, so good luck with those. Pause the video. And again, the answers for this are on the resources, they're not on the video. But come back when you're ready for your final thought. Okay, final thought. In this problem, symbols have been used to represent 2 different numbers. Write down the value of each as a mixed number and as a decimal. So, here's your first number, and here's your second number. Can you use the shapes and the symbols to work out which numbers are being represented? Okay, so think really carefully. Okay, so for number 1, we can see that we've got 1 blue circle which represents 1 whole. Okay, we've got our tenths next, and we've got 4 tenths. We've got 3 hundredths, and we've got 1 thousandth. So our answer is 1.431, or 1 whole and 431 thousandths. Our second number, we've got 2 wholes, we've got 3 tenths, 2 hundredths and 2 thousandths, which means our answer is 2.322 or 2 322 thousandths. Okay, well done. Just as a final thing today, and just to keep you occupied and busy over half term, and for the rest of today if you like, I have included some fortune tellers for decimals and fractions. Okay, there are, on the resources, there are 3 different ones. There's like an easier one, a middle one and a harder one, so you can choose which one you would like to do. Okay, so you can fold them just like you would when we did our fortune tellers for English before. We did our planning on it when we did Princes, Peasants and Pestilence. Okay, and a lot of you know how to make these anyway. Okay, but it does always also come with directions, instructions even. Okay, good job. Have fun playing with those. Enjoy the rest of your day and have a lovely, lovely half term. I cannot wait to see you all when you're back to class. I really do miss you all and having you all together. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it won't be too much longer. But stay safe, stay warm and have a lovely rest. I'll see you soon, guys. Bye.